Why hello, intrepid travellers. How's it going? Wait a minute, Jeremy, weren't you here earlier today? Why, yes I was, but you know who wasn't here earlier today? Which makes this even better. Felflowne! Good evening, everybody. I am Jeremy.
Oh my god, not this guy again. Jesus.
Good evening, everybody. I am Jeremy. I, of course, am joined by Claire. It's Friday evening. That means it is Fun Zone time, the stream where we hang out for a while, have a chinwag, and play some games. Tonight, we'll be continuing with the Somnium Files, part 4 of our playthrough. But before that, we're going to be having a bit of a chinwag because we have things to discuss, folks. Not necessarily bad, I want to say, but just very revelatory, whatever the correct phrase is. Good evening to you, Melu. Hope you're doing well.
Hey, Melu, were you here earlier? Because my god. My god.
So
gonna be,
let's add some context to begin with. So, folks, if you've not seen, genuinely, in the last 24 hours, there have been 2 other streams on this channel. We did a watch along to the Capcom Spotlight stream, and then we checked out.
I managed to escape Mel.
And then we managed to watch the Digimon Times stream from earlier that day as well. A stream which Claire adored, with no animosity or hate whatsoever involved.
No, all of my criticisms were well founded.
But as we talked about on that stream, there was a third thing happening that day, a third showcase stream.
A mysterious third thing.
However, it was at 2 a.m. UK time, and quite frankly, we were both mega tired, and I just said, I'll try and do a delayed watch along in the afternoon the next day. That I did.
What
that was
did you do without me.
To be fair, Claire, this might have worked out to your benefit in hindsight.
No, because you know what? Continue telling the story. I'm not going to interrupt.
So I did it about lunchtime today. It was kind of a last minute decision to do it then, just because I had to get loads of other things done and such. So decided, right, gonna go live, gonna watch this thing on a delay. It was the Arc System Works showcase stream. Arc System Works,
known for
Dragon Ball Fighters, Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, and some other games as well. But Grand Blue Fantasy as well, I believe. Yes, good point. So yes, the games of that ilk, as it were, and they do other stuff as well, not just fighting games. But I would say perhaps
they can do other things.
But I think it's pretty fair to say that perhaps a lot of people came in thinking, right, what are we getting? You gonna do like another fighter?
Fighting.
Let's do this.
Let's do some fight. Let's do fight.
So I queued up the video. I searched on YouTube, I found the video, and on it, there was only an option to have like an overdub on it on English. It was like raw Japanese or English. It's like, okay, well, I guess this is it. I'll put English on.
Yeah, there were no English subtitles available.
No English subtitles at all. So I begin watching this thing, as are some other folks in the chat and such as well, and already it goes a little bit off the rails, because you kind of see the person talking, and then eventually the overdub voice comes in, like it's always been being translated on like a mild delay sort of thing. And it's like, oh, okay, this is the way it's going to be. All right, cool, we'll go with it.
See, we're used to that kind of translating on things like news broadcasts, but the only thing that threw it was the fact that the original speaker was muted.
Yes.
So you just had to look at this person flap their mouth for a few seconds before English jumped in. And it was almost like, why have they done that? Yeah,
it was a very interesting choice. Because it's like you see on the news, like if on a news broadcast, anything, like you watch like something being translated, they mute the original volume and have the speaker come over the top, the interpreter.
They don't mute it, they kind of lower it.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant, yeah.
You can still hear them, yeah. And if it's a later one, they'll have the dub over it entirely, so you can't, like, so there's no delay. But
exactly.
Like, if it's being done immediately, then there can sometimes be a little bit of delay. But yeah, we're used to that, is the point. That doesn't throw us.
Exactly. So, well,
no, Melu.
Well, no. Melu, we're going to get into this. Trust me. This is going to be that.
I wish we should have put a clip up that we could put up. That's a shame.
I potentially can. I'll say that much. I potentially can. You may not be able to hear it in real time. I might have to adjust a few things, but I can try and work on it.
Oh, well, that's okay, because I didn't hear it in real time when I first watched it either.
All right, neither did I technically. I watched it on delay.
No, what I mean is, like, you know what I mean. I'm guessing the goddamn
it's all right.
timing.
So the stream goes on, and very quickly there's a moment where there's just nothing being interpreted, and you can see the speaker.
No sound at all.
No sound. It's just like, what's happening? We suddenly get like a trailer.
There were Japanese subtitles, but we couldn't read those. Yeah,
because this is on the official like Japanese YouTube channel and whatnot. So it's like, okay, this is what they're doing. Okay, this is how they've decided to do it. Fine, everyone does things differently. And this stream goes
Jeremy
on.
said that. I would have been very sharp about it. But anyway.
And so the first game is announced, which is a new game, and then we get a little bit of info about it. And again, like some of the timing of the translation, my thinking is, was someone not given a crib sheet here as to, like, maybe, for example, how the name of games or people or the company is pronounced, as it were?
What's the first game they talked about?
Bear with me, I'll tell you. It was Dear Me, I Was.
Oh yeah, okay. I was trying to focus on that, but also just being horrified by the levels of the audio.
Yeah.
Because at that point, Jeremy made an original, yes, Matty.
Spoilers, but yes.
Don't jump ahead.
So yeah,
Jeremy then pointed out on the original stream, sorry if the sound levels are weird. So I have live notes from when I watched this, and at that point, my notes say, oh, the audio levels for the non-voice stuff are shit as well. Fantastic. Then it says, Jeremy, I like it. Me, I fucking don't. Right?
So if I can clarify, I think what I probably meant by I like it was I like the fact it was a different style of presentation compared to everything we had seen. But
what's good versus bad?
No, it's like, you know, we're talking about, like, you know, the voice over the top thing. Like, we don't see a lot of that now. Because, for example, in the Nintendo Directs, the UK version is usually all like the Japanese audio with subtitles. Whereas if you watch the American broadcast, they overdub it like we've been discussing.
So the only difference between those and what we had to watch was that they did it but wrong and the sound was out of sync.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's continue.
So we carry on watching, and then they announce a Double Dragon game, of which there's a lot of stuff happening, and the audio is sort of there, and the voice audio is there and not. And I'm like, there have been some choices made here. This is when I'm starting to think, what's going on here? But I don't vocalize it as we go.
Yeah, we're only 5 minutes in at this point, yeah.
And we progress a bit more, and the thing that really cemented it, to jump forward a bit, Claire, was it Absalom, the game? Yes,
Absalom, the game that based on the Mick Mignola artwork and stuff like that.
So,
by a French company called Dotemu, who also did Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah, and then so Shredder's Revenge, a bunch of other great stuff as well. So they start doing this, and this is where things well and truly go off the rails.
So quickly to jump in, Dotemu's producer was there, who's a guy's name is Mike Moissu, I want to say. Dotemu is a French company, and not to put too fine a point on it, Mike is a black man, right? So he's less likely to be a native Japanese person anyway, because they just have very few.
I'll tell you what, Claire, I'm going to pull up the clip. Hang on, let me pull up the clip. I'll get it ready.
Perfect.
Right,
yes.
Let me. You keep talking, but I'll find the clip and then bring it up on screen.
So at this point, I was like, there's something very seriously wrong here. And I was trying to find what other people were saying. And this was the thing that drove me insane, because no one else was talking about this at all. And I was like, that bit in Zoolander where Mugatu's like, I feel like I'm crazy pills. Like, why is nobody talking about how bloody awful this is? There were plenty of people saying, oh, I didn't get the announcement I wanted, or blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, never mind that, Jesus. Right, you guys need to see this.
Right, okay, so I'm gonna mute this music. I'm gonna bring this up.
This is a very, very good looking game. It's called Absalom. It's a combo of Ark System Works and the Dotemu company. And Mick is gonna talk about it.
Claire, do you want to hear the audio? Because I'll need to change what you can see in the call.
No, I'm fine.
Okay, that's cool.
Plenty.
Okay, so here we go. So let's... All going well, this audio should be coming through okay for folks.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mike, the producer of this project. This time, we're also introducing English. Yes.
At this point, I'm losing my mind on the original stream. But then... just listen.
Producer and co-creative lead by the French studio and publisher behind multiple top sellers such as F4 and TMNT Shaders Revenge.
I swear there was more voice. Has it changed?
Today I'm thrilled to announce to you our brand new creation, Absalom, and to partner with
It's on a delay.
to bring this game to
It's worse than earlier. Right, hang on. So, ironically, folks...
Jeremy, I bet they do it live every time. I bet it's
Right,
different every time.
okay, right, I'm going to do this a different way. So, right, what I'm going to do... Oh, how the hell do I pull this off?
Matthew, there's no think about it. It is. We are getting to that.
Okay, right, hang on. So, hang on, wait.
Stay with the narrative.
Okay, I'm going to do this a different way. You folks, you should be able to hear this. I'm going to bring it up in the local VOD that I've got of my stream earlier.
God, we're going VODception here.
God,
guys.
here we go. Right, let me...
So, while Jeremy's doing that, here are the notes I made on that. We're also introducing English. Yes. Incredibly long pause with no sound at all while Mike's face does this. And then stream of monospaced super fast speech. Wait, did you just say Shader's Revenge?
Right.
Later in the year, I'm going to kill you.
Okay,
right?
I'm going to try and sync this up somehow because I'm a nutter. So bear with me. So, video.
I would have done
Hello,
this before.
everyone.
Just audio.
I'm Mike, the producer of this
Mike,
project.
the
There we go.
producer of this project.
Hopefully you can hear that,
This
folks.
time, we're also introducing English.
I can't.
Yes.
A little bit out of time, but it's nearly
Although
there.
if you can't hear it, this is actually quite an accurate representation of what happened
just happened?
earlier. So.
Hang on, wait. So you can also hear me and my voice.
And publisher behind multiple top sellers such as ASOF4 and ETM and Shader's Revenge. Today I feel to announce to you our brand new creation of Zamanto partner with Systemworks to bring this game to all players across ASCO, developed with our long
What?
review Krishan Driver Life by talented ArkSys original Luxury
What? Stop! Slow down!
Later show you more about this game coming later this year. That's all for today.
So at that point, I've lost my mind. And now look, I was in the moment. I just was in the moment, as it were. I had not fully processed up to this point what was going on. But at this point, it did become fairly clear in my brain. This isn't like a live translation happening over the broadcast. Oh, I've also stopped the video on there.
I'm amazed you thought it was for even 1 second.
Claire, do you want to know why? Because I like to think the best of companies, which is my mistake.
Yeah, but I would think the best had I not actually had to experience it. You know, like I know what AI sounds like.
Okay, so look, truth be told, I generally I should say, feel like I do most of the time, but I've had to deal with work-related and professional projects where stuff like this has happened. So for me, I was coming at it from a slightly different angle. I appreciate, I'm just going to put it that way, you might say it's a crock of shit or similar, but that is genuinely how I felt.
The problem I had with this when I was watching it the first time is I was absolutely agog that this had been allowed outside of...
Now, I agree with that, and I didn't vocalize that, but yeah, we both agree, having talked about it a little bit after the fact.
Later on in my notes, I wrote, this is why you check what the fuck ChatGPT spits out before you feed it into the talking engine, right? Because there was well, we'll get to it, but there's a game later on where whatever it heard, whatever the sound was, it translated wrong. So you could see the word as it should be on the screen, and the voice said something completely different. And Jeremy was like, what the fuck? And it happened like 2 or 3 times. So we were like, what the heck? And and also another thing it did is the fact that, so are we going to get to why this happened, Jeremy?
Finish off your notes, and then we'll get onto chapter 2.
Let me get to the end of my notes, because these notes were entirely done with me knowing there was something very wrong and knowing that AI was involved heavily, but wasn't sure exactly how this had happened and why I was being subjected to it. So I'm gonna read you the notes as I made them, which may make sense later when we watch it. So wow, cool graphics, which I wish I knew what any of it said. Demon's Night Fever, because that's another thing. None of the Japanese on the screen is translated.
Yeah, none of the on-screen text is translated. None of it.
At all. The guy then came up and said that this is a game that encourages you to enjoy evil, and I went, what, like this absolute shit show of a direct that I'm having to watch? And then I said in capitals, who is talking at literally any point in this thing? Is the mascot talking? Who fucking knows, right? And then there's a bit where I wrote, I hope everyone will witness my great success. Right, but due to time constraints, because that is how it comes out, right?
Yeah.
And then I said, right, now there's a woman's voice beaming in from somewhere. Whose voice is that? Is that the host? Is that Yuka? Yuka, have you been here the whole time? Are you a woman again? Okay, you do you, queen. So then we got onto the bit where it translates Nen as 2019 for some reason.
Yeah,
which
so
Jeremy was like, what the hell, man?
So the Hunter x Hunter game that was being shown off here, that's where things really did go a bit AWOL with this.
Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact is the name of it, and it says 2019. You can hear it.
The audio kept saying 2019 Impact, and that's when it was well and truly.
Hearing that clearly, I don't know why.
And that's when it was well and truly like, right, what the hell is going on here? Like, that was...
Jeremy was at that point. I'd been at that point about 10
Yeah.
minutes earlier. And then there was that was when I wrote, this is why you don't put shit into ChatGPT without checking it, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And then I wrote, character 1, let's go, character 2.
Yeah, and that's also then when it became... Well, it became...
They were dubbing over the anime as well. It was really weird.
Yeah, they were taking whatever random voice line they heard from a montage of anime characters fighting, and occasionally you just hear, let's go. And it's like, what? Why?
It was the fact that the guy before had gone, let's go, really loud, and then the second guy gone, yeah, let's.
Yeah, right.
The energy was a mismatch. Then, so I must point out, at this point on, all of my notes are in capital letters, because I just didn't bother taking caps lock off.
All right.
Then I wrote, Jeremy, why do you keep referring to these voices as people? They're not people, they're AI. Because you do that a lot. You keep going, oh, these poor interns. I'm like, they're not real.
But again, but my thinking was, how have, like, okay, this is really, like, not great, but who did this? Like, who approved it? Because, again, having worked in that kind of industry, I'm just like, how did this get through?
They're not going to approve it, are they?
No, but someone will have had to, ultimately.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's not the intern's problem. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if there probably were interns involved at some point, but they aren't going to be the ones signing off on it. Then the guy came on and went, hello, I'm a French man. And I went, this man is not a French man. Because he's not. He's quite blatantly a Japanese man speaking Japanese. And then I went, Yuka sounds like a man again, because that's another thing. Whatever was listening couldn't work out the difference between people's voices. So it kept randomly applying an AI voice, and for Yuka, the host, it kept swapping between two. One was a woman and one was a man. Very confusing. It described a guy called Daisuke as Daisuke, really loud, which I was like, oh no. And then one guy, the same guy, Daisuke, I think, said, when you think of Arc System Works, you think of, and I wrote this, I will only ever think of this ever again when anyone mentions Arc System Works to me. Then the guy went, we make mid games, and everyone's like, it's like, because we're great, we make mid games.
Mid-ranged games, I think was the phrase they were using.
Yeah, but I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. What, price range?
Yeah, right.
Quality range? What are you talking about? And then I wrote in capitals, why is no one online talking about how this was done? It's fucking batshit. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. And then the last one was Damon and Baby. And I was like, now is it Damon or is it actually Demon? And I was like, okay, it's Demon. So stop clock logic there. You have to be right at least once.
Yeah.
And then the last part just said, I'm so fucking tired, Jeremy. This is somehow mind-numbingly boring, but I'm also unable to turn it off. Oh, is it ending? Oh, thank God. And then the very bottom bit just says, Arc System Works. You can have sound, but we won't tell you when, how, or whose AI voice it's going to be in.
So during all of this, Claire has been messaging me, and I'm getting almost like a live update on this, and I'm just thinking, oh God, how are we going to solve this later? But then you changed the conversation a little bit, because you said, eventually you just went, Jeremy, have you seen this person's watch-along?
I'm looking back through our conversation. So, because that's the thing, I went to go and, because I thought, if we can't be the only ones who've noticed this,
right.
this is horrendous.
At this point, you were like, right, what is the reaction to this thing?
Yeah, that's what other people are reacting like, I kept finding reactions going, oh, I didn't get the game I wanted, and I'm like, come on, man. So I found a guy, and I can't even think what his name was. It was some guy, some YouTuber, and I sent his video to Jeremy. I said, listen to this guy. He's reacting to a video where you can hear the Japanese. There's English dubbing that doesn't sound insane.
There's subtitles.
English subtitles. All the English on screen, all the Japanese on screen that needs to be translated is. And I said, you can tell that the vid he's watching is not what you watched, it's normal. So I'm completely confused as to what you watched because it was unhinged. Jeremy replies, fuck if I know what it was. It was on the Ark YouTube channel, which it was. You went to the Ark YouTube channel. And I said, I have not managed to find this one. All the ones I found are normal, as in they've got the Japanese voices audible, but it's been overdubbed in English and by a human. And I sent you a link to, I think it was the Ark America one.
Which is then when everything became clear.
Everything started to fall into place because Jeremy sent me the link to his, And I replied going, right, so if you click the video that you went to, if you look at the top right under the video, it says automatic dubbing is in effect. This is a YouTube thing, so this isn't Ark. So I take back what I said to Ark, even though they do have they've got the go button, so they could have turned that off. But they chose to bring in as many viewers as possible to this stream by having an option for English, the option being what we had to endure, right? And Jeremy was like, this is how I find out that there's an ArkSys America channel, fuck my life, because he didn't realize
Yeah,
one.
literally.
Because if he had, he would have watched that one instead. I'm kind of glad he didn't. I said, it's the same video you watched, but it's not insane. To which you replied, Jesus fucking Christ. And I said, we have learned that auto-dubbing is insane. And,
now, I would like to clarify a detail before people also continue to say, Jeremy, what the hell? So with
I'm not blaming you. I hope I'm not.
Well, no,
not
someone out there will. Someone. But no, so with the auto-dub thing...
Yes.
My thinking was, oh, it's going to automatically activate a language option based on like my preference. Like, so I have an English account, it'll automatically activate. That's what I assumed. It would be a pre-recorded audio track. To be fair, Matty, I was being like JFC. I wasn't saying the whole thing. I was shorthanding. Claire had said the whole entire thing.
He did write JFC. I just expanded
There you go. But yes, I thought it was going to be, oh, it'll automatically select the dub for the region you're in because YouTube stuff can do that. Obviously,
it can. It just doesn't.
Exactly. So yes, what
also,
it turns out, folks.
Turn it off. You can't. So I found a screenshot from. I screenshotted an article that was from a German user who had become afoul of this because they said there's a lot of people who make videos that I listen to or watch, and I watch it with the subtitles on because it's in whatever language I don't speak. So it says here, this is a thing for even those who have taken out a premium subscription to YouTube for just under €13, which hides advertising, cannot switch off auto-dubbing. There is currently no setting for this in the interface. The only way to get rid of automatic synchronization is to pay attention to the small notice and icon below the video title every time you watch a new video. And if it says auto-dubbing, you have to pause the video and really quickly switch the audio track to original. Otherwise, the dubbing will simply start. Some users report that switching to the audio track once is enough for the selection to stick, but others have not had this problem. So the thing is, Jeremy, if you'd not done what you did, you couldn't have watched that video because there would have been no English at all. If you didn't know about the American channel, which we know now. But
yeah. So this is now what I want to show, folks. I'm going to bring this up on screen. So
what is this?
Where is the button? So here is like a YouTube search that I've done for the ArkSys system workstream. You can see that there's a reaction from the Button Check channel, which is like a fighting game thing. You've got Maximilian Dude's reaction stream there, which actually that look from Max in itself actually kind of tells a lot. But then if you scroll down, because that version at the top there, that is the one that I watched.
That's the one Jeremy watched.
That's the one I watched. But if I now try and get in the right window space here, if I scroll down, oh, what's that? What does that say, Jeremy? It says English broadcast. And it's on the Ark System Works America channel, which again, I didn't know existed until Claire told me. Because the first one that came up in... No, I'm not blaming you. Because the first one that came up for me on a search was the Japanese channel one. So...
You thought you only had one channel.
Literally.
You thought the only way to get any kind of English was the way that it offered you.
Exactly.
And we've discovered that auto-dubbing sucks, and they could have turned it off, but they didn't. As a result, we got some pretty funny stuff.
Oh, I want to say this for the record. I have zero regrets of reacting to that, because that was fucking fantastic. I'll swear outright like that.
The problem I had was all the way through, I was like, how? What is going on? And the relief I felt when I realized that the only way that this exists is because no human hand has touched it. Literally, this is the result of a computer looking at another computer and trying to draw a picture of that computer. So it's completely out. Just
you activated my trap card.
Jeremy now knows, and do you know what? It's like I found myself at the end feeling really quite annoyed at everyone in the video, even though it wasn't their fault. I was looking at Yuka like, "You crazy, and I'm like, "It's not her fault. You know, she didn't know that was going to happen to her."
Oh, thank you, Sean. Thank you. So, folks.
So, Jeremy, what are we going to do?
So, with this in mind, folks, what we have decided we're going to do. And in some ways, you could say this is almost like, this is how it should have been in the first place, which, you know what?
That being said, though, Jeremy, I wasn't on the original one, right? Because I wasn't there. Do you have the picture I sent of my mock-up of what if I had been there?
Oh god, can you send it to me on Disco?
Yeah.
And I'll
So,
why do you
as we
always get me to
started-
add pictures on screen?
I don't know why you have such a horror. You usually expect it by now. So when Jeremy does solo streams, his picture is where mine was at the top, and at the bottom is just an image that kind of like is about what he's doing. And I actually said, I feel this is so awful that it just needs a picture of me being disgusted in the corner, right? So I sent him a photoshopped version of like, this needs to be done.
Right, hang on.
And this was my mock-up of what if I'd been there on that original one. But I'm glad I wasn't, because honestly, I'm the kind of person who'd have been like, no, stop, this can't be right. And we'd have probably found the American one mid-thingy. So we wouldn't have got the full experience of Jeremy going all the way through to the end going, what the actual, you know.
Right, let's see how this works. Oh, that's way too big, hang on.
Sorry, that's my camera.
Is your camera being too damn
It's
good?
a tiny little part of my living room.
Oh, I've got to do this manually on screen like this.
Oh, you get to see my living room appear.
Oh, God.
You can see that badly spelled cowboy.
Right, I'm
Bebop
just going to do it like this.
poster
So, here's me. And then here's what Claire would do.
Add a little me in the corner. There you go, that'll do.
So there we go.
Fantastic.
So, folks, what we are going to do with this in mind.
If you have a spare 40 minutes, go and watch Jeremy absolutely melt into it while watching the previous one. It's hard to watch knowing that he didn't have to do that, but it also is amazing to watch. Because I think, as I was saying, Jer, if I was there, I would have probably been like, stop, we need to go and find a better video. And we probably would have found it, but we would have been denied the delight that was, because I would not have been able to deal with it. I would have been like, stop. So because I wasn't there, Jeremy got to be unfettered all the way through to the end.
So, what we are going to do, folks, and you've probably figured this out by now.
Mello, without me getting angry.
What we are going to do...
That. You know, print out that picture of me, Mello, and just hold it in the corner so you can imagine on there.
We are going to watch this thing as was originally intended, and not as Jeremy discovered.
Well, as originally intended to be taken in by English speakers.
There you go. Right, let me see if I can now switch things over for you, because you won't be able to hear anything otherwise. Bear with me. Bear with me, folks, while I just adjust a few settings.
It's incredible the difference this makes.
Oh, that's going to show everything. That's going to show everything. That's fine. There we go. You should have access to it now, Claire. And audio will start when I hit play. So, with that in mind, I am now going to change the category back to special events. How I'm going to mark these archives now, Flip only knows, but you know,
archive.
That's an issue for future Jeremy to think about. So we are now going
future
to
AI Jeremy.
I hope not. So we're now going to watch this, folks, and our subtitles like burned in or whatever.
I think they are, yeah.
Cool. Well, we're just going to watch this as it is. We're going to go with it. We're going to go with this, and we will see everyone. So, folks,
you will be amazed, Jeremy.
Welcome to the English broadcast version of ArkSys Works Showcase.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Arc System Works Showcase.
It's already so much better.
I'm Yumiko Mochizuki, and I'll be your host for today's showcase.
I thought she was called Yuka
In
because that's
this
what the subtitle's
program,
called.
we'll introduce our new titles developed or published by Arc System Works, and our future plans as well. We do have some world premiere games and information, so be sure to watch until the very end. Now, let's get started.
It's not the best dubbing over, but it's so
I was going to say, yeah, right. It's
at least it's a human being this time.
Do you know what it is, Claire? It's a script. That's what it is.
Take a look.
It's a script and it's been timed.
Also, all the stuff that when they did this, it never synced up to what they were saying
Yeah.
before. Occasionally, we had a video where just someone was like, "Hello," in the middle of it. You're like, what?
I stand still and remember all those sins.
So my initial thought on the other stream, I'm going to regurgitate some of my other thoughts now, but my immediate thought was this is rotoscoped, which is if you...
You did say that, yeah, and
Yeah.
you mentioned Hannah and Alice, which I also was like, yeah. But also, I was almost kind of waiting for this to take a handbrake turn into absolute horrible tragedy, because that's just the kind of shit that this likes to do.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
imagine
I
this
should-
nice trailer with like bad AI speech. That's what it's like.
I will say, the anime I was trying to think of that I think utilized rotoscope as well, I think it was Valvrave the Liberator, which you either will or you won't know, but I think there is an episode where it uses rotoscope for an episode.
Rotoscope was very commonly used in like the 80s in Western animation.
And for those who don't know, rotoscope is the process of filming something in live action and animating on top of it.
Yeah, it's like a version of mocap. Only it's almost like 2D mocap. Say that.
Oh, I should say as well, this thing's like only 20 minutes, so it's not going to take up too much time, then we'll get
It's not
Somnium.
too long, yeah. I think Jeremy deserves to see it.
Hello, I'm Maho Taguchi, the director of this game.
I'm
Oh,
Taisuke
it's
Kanazaki, the art director.
such a relief to hear
First,
it.
I'd like to
spoken by
introduce
humans.
a new title. Arc System Works presents Dear Me, I Was. This title is an interactive adventure coming this summer on Nintendo Switch 2. This title
Interesting.
is a
Did they
textless
confirm
adventure
Switch on the
game.
other version? I don't know.
It is designed for adult women.
If they did, it was
aiming to help
probably
you
wrong.
feel a bit more positive after playing.
In this title, we used a method called rotoscoping. We filmed live action footage first, then traced it and colored it. Since everything is hand-drawn, it was incredibly challenging. It was really tough.
Yes, it was.
We drew so much, so
Yeah,
please take a
things
look.
like that little human
Please look
interaction
forward to
can
its
be
release.
destroyed.
Hope you enjoy it.
Because it can't do people talking over each other either.
Which, if anything, it is an interesting case comparing these two streams now, isn't it?
It is, but I never want to
Up
have to
next,
willingly watch all
introducing
the
the
again.
Oh,
latest
agreed,
title from
agreed.
the series that established the beat 'em up genre, Double Dragon Revive.
Bless Jeremy, on the first stream, he was like, oh, I'm excited
Hello,
about this, and I'm like,
Katsunori Ishikawa, the development producer. I'll be introducing Double Dragon Revive.
To be fair, this looks like it would be a fun game to play with like friends and
yeah,
stuff
I
as well.
didn't have many
This trailer.
notes on this other than,
Have you heard? Tales of a legendary
What have they blurred
side-scrolling
out?
action game
Okay.
that once drove arcades into a
There was
frenzy?
text in the background that was blurred out.
Double Dragon Revive.
It's even got. You weren't joking. It says you got an English VO.
Into action in the world
See?
of the original Double Dragon. Feel the fusion of tradition and evolution.
It wouldn't
in a
surprise me
true
if
modern
Tokusatsu
beat-em-up
has used some
action
rotoscope, Matty. I
experience.
couldn't tell you what one. You could
This
probably
game
speak
is
better to
set
that.
in a desolate world, ravaged by nuclear war.
also apologies, I can't
To
see
rescue their
chat at the
childhood
moment, but I'll get it
friend,
back in a minute.
abducted by the gang known as the Shadow Warriors, the Two Dragons Rise. An homage to arcade classics, you complete stages to progress in this battle-focused action game. Players
Say,
can
in the
choose from
AI
4
one, did they
characters.
keep saying belt?
Repeated
They
button
kept saying it was
presses
like a.
perform
I can't
dynamic
remember the phrase. It was like a
combos to
road
repel
belt,
oncoming
as though it
waves
goes
of
on like it's like a
enemies.
conveyor belt.
You can
I'm wondering
grab
if that's the
enemies and
direct
pummel them,
translation of the
or
Japanese.
throw them
Possibly.
It
in
is
the
kind of a bit
direction
like a
choice.
belt.
Yeah.
And part of me
Slam
just
them
didn't
into
question
groups of
it. But
enemies, or even send them
That's
flying
right.
off the stage. Your attacks adapt to different situations. Near a wall,
Yeah, I like that it's
you can
like
unleash a series
two
of
dimensions,
strikes.
but you can also kick them forward or
Smashing
back.
an
which is quite
opponent
fun.
you've grabbed into the wall triggers a devastating follow-up.
I like the fact one of the special
When you're
stages, or one of the stages
surrounded,
rather,
unleash
is a freaking game show with like
powerful
Wheel of
hyper blow
Fortune.
to wipe enemies out in one fell swoop. Aerial hyper blows gain different properties depending on your current altitude.
I understand
You've
so
got a
much
wide
more.
arsenal of attacks
Right?
at your disposal.
Because there's actual information
Find
in
the
this
best
one.
option for your current character and situation.
It's like people.
You can
I-
pick up
I'm
weapons
I'm
found
getting.
lying around the stage.
I get the
such as
feeling that the
knives or
response to
bats
this
dropped by
stream as a
enemies.
whole is
Swing
not
them
great
as
because
is,
people were expecting
or
perhaps
kick
far
them to
more
knock down
than
enemies
what they
from
Yeah,
ultimately
but
got.
if they'd all had to watch the video we
The
watched,
stages
Jeremy,
are
there would have
packed
been
with
some
all
very
kinds
different
of gimmicks.
responses.
Claire, this is 10 out of 10 at the
Use
moment. I'm just gonna say,
terrain
you know,
and optics
like,
to outwit your foes. Some gimmicks are formidable enough to take
I mean, I
down
haven't got
even
any.
the
I mean,
strongest enemies
the
in a
people who
single
bitch
blow.
about what game is done
Each
when on
stage
these
has
things, they're
unique
never really our
gimmicks.
kind of folks anyway.
Make the most of them. Whoa! An enemy's charging in, glowing blue. Time your attack just right, and you'll land a perfect
Digimon
counter.
fucking times is like,
This
oh
is a
man,
critical
now I'm the
assault.
shittiest.
Landing one stuns the enemy, giving you the upper hand.
but either
Watch your
way,
foes
like,
closely to
this
find an
game
opening.
does look genuinely really good fun. Like getting the big Streets of Rage
Landing
vibes.
on
It
enemies
looks fun
builds up your
more than
dragon
like
orb gauge.
impressive, if that makes
Use
sense.
Agreed,
Like,
I
it's
agree.
impressive in its
Or land a
potential
critical
for
assault
fun that
for
can
bonus
be had.
gauge boosts.
it looks functional,
Once
and
it's
that's what you
charged
want
up,
from a game.
you can unleash your finishing blow.
And also the Dear Me I Was
Clear out
game, I'm
nearby
actually
enemies
somewhat
and
interested to
deal
check out as
massive
well, but I want to
damage.
see more how it's going to play.
And of course,
Also, it's
no
text-free,
beat-em-up
which
is
means that,
complete
like,
without
language
co-op
isn't an
play.
issue.
This
Very
game
interesting.
features both
Very few
online
games are done
and
like that.
offline co-op.
The
Of
ones that
course,
are very simple.
The gold
usually, don't have
standard
human
that wants to
characters.
find an era is now reborn, revived. Double Dragon Revive. Releases October 23rd, 2025. Available in both
Now, are they going to show the bit where I went, wait, give me more?
Pre-orders open now.
Oh, the dodgeball thing.
Yes.
Thank you for watching. How was it? In this game, we aim to offer an
I've been
intuitive
here the whole
gameplay
time.
for new players, as well
Please
as
let me out.
the classic entertainment of the beat 'em up
I'm
genre.
trapped in here with Yuka from the AI video.
We are
Help me.
pouring our full effort into development to ensure our latest entry in this 38
Is that a horse?
series.
Probably.
No, no, it's a
If you
thing hanging on
pre-order
a
now,
nail.
you'll receive the pre-order exclusive game, Double Dragon Dodgeball.
I want it.
Many of you might recognize this visual and game screen. Double Dragon Revive is scheduled
Yeah, I think
for
Matty
release
jumped in on the original
October
game, or the
23rd,
original stream, to be like, that was
2025.
in a previous game.
Pre-orders are now open for both
I vaguely
digital
remember
and
you going,
physical
oh, I didn't know
versions.
that.
Be sure to put
Yeah, because
in
Double
your
Dragon's always been a
pre-orders.
franchise that's been like, it's always been like in my peripheral vision, but I've never really engaged in it.
It's all up in my
Thank you,
peripheries.
Mr. Ishikawa. Next, we have a game from French game developer .mu.
That explains-
The new game genre
Okay,
of
here we
roguelike,
go.
A combination of roguelike and beat 'em up. Absalom.
The tension is building.
But yeah, Mick Mignola, Andy McLean inspired artwork here.
And it looks really cool as well. Like I said on the other stream, getting big Castle Crashers vibes from this.
I'm gonna bring up the
皆さん
interview.
こんにちは。このプロジェクトの
He
プロデュー
spoke
サ
in
ーのマイク
Japanese.
です。今回は英語も紹介しています。Hi, I'm Mike, producer and co-creative
That makes
lead at
sense.
.mu, the French studio and publisher behind multiple top
This
sellers
was
such as
entirely
Street of Rage
Thailand
4
on the other one.
and
Yeah.
TMNT Shredder's Revenge. Today, I'm thrilled to announce to you
See,
our
I can
brand new
understand now
creation,
why they said
Absalom,
Shader's
and to
Revenge,
partner with
because it was this
ArkSys Works to
accent.
bring
Yes.
this
Saying
game
it
to
in
all
French,
players
saying with a
across
French
Asia.
accent.
Co-developed with our longtime
It's like
partner
working it out
Blackbird and brought
backwards.
to life by the talented animators at Supamonks, Absalom is our very first original IP. Playable solo or co-op, Absalom is a roguelite beat 'em up, mixing arcade action combat and roguelite progression in the original world of Talam. All of this set on the stunning soundtrack from Gareth Cocker. We can't wait to show you more about this game coming later this year. Minasan, ijo desu keredomo, game wo tanoshimi kudasai.
You're cool. I like you.
You didn't get that at all in the other
No,
one.
I got none of it.
None of it.
Because the other thing I thought the other version I watched was doing is I thought it was doing a delayed interpretation voiceover thing based on the subtitles on screen. That was initially why I thought things were so out of sync.
Thank you, Mike. Next up, we've got
I know,
two
Sean,
totally
I know.
unreleased
Unbelievable of me.
titles we are revealing today. Please take a look.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sohei Nikawa from Super Niche. Today,
I wonder if the trailer for this has got like English graphics all over it, compared to me doing Google Translate on my phone.
this.
No, I think it does.
Right, how do they describe this game? Well, flipping
It
heck.
looks good.
Sean says, well, we always have
I
the
was
waterfall.
robbed of this. I was robbed. Jeremy had to do this on his phone.
I Google translated all this.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to the potentially unhinged description after this trailer, though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is making a lot more sense now, this trailer.
Oh, look, English title and all.
That was our brand new game, Demon's Night Fever. The concept of this game is to embrace being evil. this game lets you wildly enjoy all sorts of wickedness. There is a game I made in the past, which I am going to overcome with this game.
That makes a lot more sense. Why that was censored like that.
The genre
Yeah,
of this
that
game, which
made
is
no
very,
sense
very
to me.
long. Are you ready? Enemies, allies, kill, kill, kill. The more you die, the stronger you become. Raising
I took a
speedrunning
picture of this
simulation,
screen in
RPG.
Japanese and sent it
Got
to Jeremy.
I know you feel it's nonsense,
Oh, that
and I
was
feel
the
the same
genre. I
when
thought
saying
that was
it
the
myself.
fucking name.
No.
That's how outrageous this game is. So, we hope you look forward to it. I haven't brought any game footage today, but the development is already in its final stage.
He didn't
And
say crunch
we're
time in the
actually
AI.
in
I'm
crunch
trying to remember
time.
what he said, but it didn't make any sense.
about
It was like, we're in a
to
tight spot or
incomparable
something, and it didn't make any
Was
sense.
that where it
at all.
started saying mid-range game and stuff?
Get
No,
ready.
that was a different guy. He was
Okay.
wearing a denim jacket.
Check it out.
Check it out! Check it out! Is what he said in Japanese.
Which I was like, okay.
Hello.
Yeah, I sent Jeremy a...
I'm Tomohito Oka, a producer at Taito Corporation. Today,
Oh, this is gonna make
I'm
a
here
lot
to
more
bring you
sense than all.
information on the
This is gonna make
latest
so
title
much
in the
more
Bubble
sense.
Bobble series.
Makes some sense.
Please take a look.
Taito's Bubble action game series, Bubble Bobble, returns in a completely new game. This time, Bub's
Daddy, come in
adventure
my
is
sugar
in a
dungeon.
sweet dungeon filled with sugary treats. Controls are simple. Blow bubbles to catch bullies, and use your horns and spikes to burst the bubbles and beat them. You can get to high places by riding the bubbles.
I will say the description that this is giving, it's not actually too far from what I remember the other version saying, and that's not putting the
I
other
feel
version
like that
over.
kind of stuff is probably
All
easier
your
to
foes.
follow.
Yeah.
You know?
If you pass through
Yeah.
the donut, you will
That's
go
not me
to
putting the other
next
version
level.
over. It's just an interesting
No.
comparison.
Well, the thing is, it
Go
can do.
deep into the
what it
dungeon to
can do is
find the
amazing.
treasure
Hmm.
and
It's
bring
just
it back
not
with
good
you.
enough to replace this.
100% agree. 100%.
Treasures have many
It's
uses,
impressive, but it's
like
just
being
not-
exchanged for
not
items.
The same.
You can level up the abilities of skill items and Bub's
Strengthen
abilities
Bub!
too.
Oh, also, all the
Strengthen
game
Bub.
footage is in English as well. All the game footage before was in Japanese.
Yeah, strengthen Bub.
Go further into the dungeon with a stronger Bub.
Bub.
Each
Wolverine
time
comes in
you
and kills you,
enter a
Bub.
dungeon,
Let's go,
the stage
Bub
layout
Shank.
and enemy
Go,
placement
Bob.
will change.
And the Bob.
The game feels fresh every time you play. More quests.
That's
more
what that said.
power.
Okay.
Just like the AI
Bubble
translation,
Bobble
it changes every
experience.
time you watch it.
Bubble Bobble Sugar Dungeons will be available this winter.
Oh, this was the game where it said it was Switch 1 and not Switch 2. That's what it was.
I'm Bob, the protagonist of
At this point, the voiceover did break on the other one, I think.
This went horribly wrong.
One of the big features this time is the ever-changing dungeons.
Trying to watch these
We
two have a
developed this
conversation was
with the desire
physically
for you to
painful.
play Bubble Bobble, always feeling excited and always captivated.
My skills have been powered up too. We have some new skills, as well as special bubbles from the past titles.
We have remade past skills. But you can enjoy exhilarating bubble action with new skills.
I hope everyone witnesses my
Everyone
great
witnesses my great success.
But Mr. Oka, there are still many big features, right?
That's right.
That's right.
However,
due to time
constraints,
constraints.
we'll talk about them another time.
Due to time constraints on a pre-recorded stream, we'll talk about it another time.
Just a little hint, please.
Well, we've prepared a system that will make Bub's adventure even more exciting.
Great. I'm pretty excited too.
Do you remember that cat thing that
Arc System
that Chona
Works
had to
will
wear
publish
once
in
for
North
a
America,
space dandy
Europe,
thing? That
and
cat suit.
Asia. And
Oh, yeah,
Taito
it was,
Corporation will publish
I
in
wanted to
Japan.
wear
Yes.
it, but you couldn't wear it if you were over
Bubble
5
Bubble
foot.
Sugar
It was the character
Dungeons.
Meow.
Please keep an eye out for
Yeah.
further
Oh, I really wanted to
information.
wear that thing, and Cat
See you
was just
next
like,
time.
no, you don't. It's fucking horrible. That was deranged in the AI.
Tayompa!
That makes a lot more
Can't
sense now.
take our eyes off of either of these new titles.
Also, she randomly started
Please look
talking
forward
early.
to their
in the
further
Yeah, right.
Next up, The popular Japanese anime has its first
Right, so this was in the other
They'll
one.
say it right this time.
This was Hunter x Hunter 2019 Impact in the other version.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she said Nen that
The
time.
first full-blown fighting game from the Hunter x Hunter series. Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact.
Oh, it's music to my ears.
It warms my heart.
Weirdly, the AI said fully fledged, which I would think would be more complicated to say.
The rush button. Unleash aura arts from your aura gauge. Gather collectibles that will definitely satisfy all the fans. Aim for 100% completion. Single player mode contains a variety of modes. In story mode, you can enjoy watching iconic scenes from Hunter
Gameplay
x
footage
Hunter.
reflects those under development.
Smooth online battles featuring rollback netcode.
Woo!
Yeah, that came up and I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Intense online battles.
I think at the time I was trying to get over what was being said. Rollback netcode is a particular type of, like, it's how the online battles happen, and rollback is generally the best one for fighting games to reduce latency.
Make your ultimate team and claim victory.
Leorio! You ever seen Hunter x Hunter?
No, but I'm aware of it.
I think you'd enjoy some of it.
It's very long, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still unfinished.
Oh, that
but
was the let's go! Okay.
yeah.
Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact.
It's very difficult to
See
keep
how
like.
quicker this is going and less painful.
Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact will be released on PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and Steam on July 17th, 2025.
That's just a few weeks away.
Oh my
Next,
life!
latest information from the genre of fantasy light novel type, stylish action fighting. Under Night in Birth 2, Sis Salas.
Oh, I never clocked it
I'm a
was.
French man!
I never clocked this was a sequel game.
ようやくこの時が来た正真正銘最後の夜かな
Shimmy the French man.
アンダーナイトインバース2シスターセレス
Maybe he's not gonna be in it.
I never actually clocked this that this was a sequel game because I couldn't hear it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kamone Serizawa from French Bread. Thank you all
French Bread?
for always playing Under Night in Birth 2, Sis Salas.
By the way, folks, do let me know if the audio is okay because I think I fixed things after the Capcom stuff last night.
I'm here to bring you the latest
Like
information
what?
on
This is like
Izumi,
getting a
a
code
new
book where you've got the
DLC
decoder
character.
ring and trying to work out what the
She is
fuck it
currently
was.
under intense development.
Sean says a baguette.
Pre-release demo for Izumi will be available at Anime Expo, held in Los Angeles, USA.
It was
starting
very
July
interesting.
You actually said that,
Yeah.
Jeremy, in the original.
Yeah.
Please give Izumi a try.
And so did
before
he, it's just
attend
AI
the
didn't
event.
do it.
Also, in August, we'll have AVO 2025, the world's largest fighting game festival held in Las Vegas, USA. Under Night in Birth 2, Sis Salas has been selected as a main title
That's
this
really
year,
hard
and
to work
it is
out
one of the qualifying
Under
tournaments
Night
for the
in Birth,
ongoing
Sis
Ark World Tour.
Yeah, there's a lot of
2025-2026.
words which are just like.
So I
There's a lot
hope
of prepositions that are in weird places.
That's all. I'm Kamane Serizawa of French Bread.
Oh, it's because bread in Japanese is pan, so French pan.
Thank you, Mr.
Oh, he's a French
Kamone.
man.
And now, this will be our last.
I was about to say, I think there was one more
announcement
announcement.
of today. A brand
Yeah,
new
Damon and
project
Baby.
Brought by ArkSys Works. Please take a look.
Hello, everyone.
This is the mid guy.
Yeah, here we go.
Chief Creative Officer
Daisuke!
of ArkSys Works. The game market is tough now. To overcome that, ArkSys Works has launched
Quite a jacket
new
he's wearing.
project. It's an action game project. You know what? Let me explain. ArkSys Works is a fighting game company. I'm sure most of you recognize
When you think of
us
System
as
Works,
so.
you think of terrible AI, don't
However,
they?
to achieve a new brand where we are known for
Until you
quality
realise you're
and
watching the
range
wrong
action
broadcast.
games, we decided to establish a new pillar outside of fighting games. You might be wondering why I specifically use the term mid-range. There are many reasons, but one is that Even creators
Mid-range
themselves
confirmed.
can enjoy striving for their dreams. In recent years, with AAA blockbusters and excellent indie titles gaining popularity, it has become extremely risky for companies to create new series. This has led to dwindling opportunities for young creators to have their own projects. We feel the need to focus our efforts towards the future a decade from now, such as to build stable development schemes and to accumulate technology and know-how. Our flagship title, Guilty Gear,
I want to know
has
who
now
told
become
you
a
to part your hair in
million-selling
the
copy
middle, sir,
world.
and
But
hurt
its
them.
very first installment was a small-scale project. From there, over many long years, we built a foundation that could guarantee a certain level of quality in the fighting game genre. Similarly, we hope to take a step with this project that will eventually lead to bigger dreams. And precisely because they are mid-range titles, this will create many opportunities to produce many titles and
I'm never going to
cultivate
think of the
many
phrase
creators.
mid-range
We
the
hope
same
that will
again.
become one of the future values of Arc System work.
He still doesn't say what it means. Money,
It was
I
a
assume.
long introduction.
I'm seeing
This is the middle between
overall,
indie and AAA,
yeah, overall
right?
budget,
Yeah.
scope, sort of
I'd like
thing.
to share it
Middle
with you
ground,
at
yeah,
the
I
end.
get you.
The title is Damon and Baby.
It's Damon Albarn and a baby.
So I was getting sort of Science Saru anime vibes, like keep your hands off Isaacan sort of things, when I watched this earlier today. It just had that look and feel about it. I was trying to think of some more Science Saru anime. I'm just drawing a blank off the top of my head.
When that came up, I was like, Jesus Christ, they actually got it right.
No, I think it's just the outro now.
Keep an eye out for
But for the sake of completion, we will watch the outro.
and the new titles that will emerge from them. They're going to be really exciting.
I've got this far.
Arc System Works Showcase. We've introduced brand new titles and
Science
latest
Saru
updates
did that
for
food chain
various
episode
games
of
today.
Adventure Time. The one where
Yep.
they become
But now,
birds.
Yep, they also did it in an
Time to
episode of
say
Space
goodbye.
Dandy.
hope you found the title
Lou
that
Over the
resonated
Wall
with
was another
you.
film that they did, if I remember correctly.
You can bet we will continue to develop games every
They've done
day
like
that
so many
users
things. I'm
can
just drawing a
enjoy.
blank. Like Masaki Yuasa led studio.
Blue Over the Wall is
Future
right, yeah.
updates
Night
and
Short, Awesome
information.
Girl.
Yeah, to
Tommy Galaxy.
Tommy Galaxy. Yeah,
Next time.
Mind.
Devilman Crybaby
Yeah,
on Netflix.
yeah. Which, funny enough, I think I mentioned in a different trailer on this stream actually, than
Ride
originally.
Your Wave.
There you go. Yeah, so there we go. So that was that stream, folks. We've now successfully managed to watch it, quote unquote, correctly. Woo!
Certainly had more in it. Oh, they also released Inuo, the Masaki Yuasa film, and the Haiku story. I think they've done that annoying thing on Wikipedia where they're like, would you like a list or would you like a paragraph with all the names interspersed in? I'm like, a list. They're like, cool, here's a paragraph. I'm like, hate it.
There we go. You should have the Prism feedback on your end now. All going well. So there we go, folks. So thank you for indulging me in that. I won't say correcting myself, but I think getting a different perspective, the correct perspective on how things should have been earlier today. That said, and I think I was going to try and say this earlier, or if I did, I'm going to repeat it. I do not change the fact that I watched it how I did earlier, because that was, as ridiculous as it was such good fun seeing that version
I
of
can't see
it.
the prison thing. I can't see the
All
prison
right, I'll do it
thing.
again. It's fine.
Sorry.
But yeah, it was such good. I had such a laugh doing it, so I will.
Got it.
Well, I appreciate it. In hindsight, it just makes things a lot more sense. It just makes it a lot more sense.
Neat.
Everything that happened.
Oh, also, Science Saru was purchased by Toho in May 2024.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kind of sad, but Toho aren't bad. I suppose Toho are all right.
Yeah. Depends on the project. Moving on.
Also, Keith told me what it was you'd been talking about. The one you couldn't say out loud on the stream last night. Hilarious. Great times.
There we go. Right, let me get things set up for Somnium.
Let's do it.
But Claire, there was a couple other things you wanted to talk about or bring up, something that you had seen or watched.
Oh yeah, there was something I wanted to quickly bring up actually, because while I was doing my research into what the actual fuck was going on, centering around Mick Moisa, who's the French guy who was talking English and French there. This was a really bad time to put a pear drop in my mouth.
Well done.
I found an interview that had been carried out with
Evening Stitch.
With Game Rant.
Stitcher has arrived. Evening.
Hi Stitcher. I found an interview that was done with Game Rant back in March of this year, and it was after a preview event for Absalom, and they sat down with the lead designer, a guy called Jordi Asencio, the art director Maxime Mary, and the producer Meek Morsa. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but the thing that I thought you might find interesting is they asked, like, how did it come about? And they're like, oh, we wanted to collaborate again with Guard Crush Games, and we wanted to improve the beat 'em up formula, and wanted to have a new IP. And they were talking about, like, what were some of the challenges. And it says, well, when you're following up on Streets of Rage 4, was the intention always to do another beat 'em up? And like, well, yes, we love beat 'em up games at Dotemu. Even after the success of Shredder's Revenge, we still wanted to work on that. And then it says, was Absalom always positioned as a roguelike, or did that come about as a way to help structure and balance the various RPG mechanics? And they sort of talk about that. And it says, RPG and beat 'em up hybrids are rare. It's hard not to think of classics like Treasure and Sega's Guardian Heroes when playing Absalom. What were some of Absalom's main inspirations during the design phase? And Asensio says, I'm a big fan of Guardian Heroes on the Sega Saturn and Dungeons & Dragons Shadow over Mystara from the arcades. These games were ahead of their time, crazy adventurous experiences with branching paths. I've always felt they never fully reached their potential though, and I've dreamed of creating something in their lineage. Modern game design with arcade gameplay and even tabletop RPG elements. So I was like, that's very interesting. And they talk about progression, and it says, Absalom features striking hand-drawn visuals that call to mind iconic comic artists like Mick Mignola and Andrew MacLean with their bold lines. What are some of your primary inspirations? The art director says, oh, the inspirations did absolutely come from Mike Mignola and Andrew MacLean, the latter very high on the list of references. But also from Franco-Belgian comics, and also I can see that. If you've ever read any of the French-Belgian BDs...
I have not, but I have not, but please continue. Sorry, I was processing what you were saying.
Yeah, BD is the French word for comic. Authors like Francoine, who drew Spiro, or Undezo, who drew Asterix. That's a French-Belgian comic. And also Christophe Blaine, or the Carascotes. So I wanted to get away from the despair and realism found in artistic directions from Mick Mignola and take a more semi-realistic approach, which I thought was nice. And also, apparently, some monsters feature nods to the work of Akira Toriyama. And then they talk about drawing inspiration from Dungeons & Dragons, Shadow of Mystara, Lord of the Rings, Lovecraftian stuff. And then they talk about working with Gareth Coker, who apparently is like a really well-known composer.
That's who they mentioned on the stream as well.
They did mention it on the stream. I'm not sure. I'm sure if I look him up, I'll be like, oh, he's done this, this, and this kind of thing. Yeah, it also says Nintendo Switch, PC, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5, but it does not say Switch 2. So I'm wondering if it is for the Switch, you know? Yeah,
and they work on Switch 2 regardless, but...
I keep forgetting that, yeah.
So it probably makes sense just from a default audience base, as it were. But
yes. So I just wanted to share that because I know there's a lot of games that were mentioned there that would be of interest to people in the chat.
Definitely. So I'm gonna before we switch over to Somnium, which we will do momentarily, I have a random story to share with folks.
Right. Am I safe to put this pear drop back in my mouth?
I mean, at your own risk. So, are you aware that there is a Street Fighter movie in development? A new one, because obviously the original is a classic. It's brilliant. But there is another one,
of course,
in the works. And there has been some casting talk going around, but there's been some new casting talk happening, which I feel the need to bring up.
Go on.
So, according to The Hollywood Reporter, country singer Orville Peck will play Vega in the movie.
It was mentioned in another group chat earlier.
Joe Anawai, aka Roman Reigns from WWE, has been cast apparently as Akuma in the movie. Martial artist actor Andrew Koji has been cast as Ryu. And Kalina Liang, who I'm not entirely sure who that is, but it has in brackets presence, is playing Chun-Li again, according to the Hollywood Reporter. However, there are 2 more casting things that apparently have come to light. And I will read.
If this picture is a spoiler, I'm not going to say a word and just let you talk.
I will simply read. Quote unquote, per what I'm reading here, notably, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson will play Balrog in the movie. And Noah Centineo, I believe it's pronounced, is going to be Ken. But also, Jason Momoa is going to be Blanca.
That's not as weird, because he's done film stuff before.
No, but it's still just like the lineup they've got is quite awesome, to be quite frank, at the moment. Also, Roman Reigns being Akuma, I know that news came out a while ago, but it is quite... It's just... They're going big with this. This is going to be like top tier greatness.
I reckon Eric Andre is going to be the announcer.
There you go. So yeah, there's lots of talk going around about that, so don't be surprised if in the coming weeks, folks, you hear more about that.
They've hinted who they're going to cast as the White Lotus. Do you know who?
Who?
Walton Goggins.
I can't follow that.
Can I just point out, this article has the headline, Street Fighter reboot has a cast so unhinged it's either brilliant or doomed.
Right.
But here's the kicker. No writer. No distributor. Production is somehow, against all odds and common sense, set to begin in August in Australia. They're about to roll cameras on a movie with no script, no release date, and a cast that sounds like the result of a chaotic group text that escalated into a $100 million studio gamble. Honestly, it sounds insane, and we wouldn't have it any other way.
Exactly right, exactly. So as I now switch screens, which hopefully...
Outstanding.
Excellent stuff. It has changed like I wanted it to. So I'm going to show the game screen. Beware of potential flashing lights, folks, because it'll probably happen. Oh, good. It didn't do it too much. So load game. And then I think I need to remember which file it was, which we'll figure out in a second. Let me just change the category.